Okay, um, now we talk about multiplication of integers. Multiplication of integers. Well, I'm going to discuss with you um, on how to multiply integers by using the sign law of signs. All right, we have this what we call law of signs, and I will also discuss with you how to do multiplication on a number line. Okay, so let us start with this. This is we have discussed this a lot of time, and I now repeat it with you. If you have a positive sign and then you multiply by another positive sign, then you're going to get a positive result. Okay, but if you have a positive sign and you multiply by negative, the result will be negative. If you have negative, then you multiply by positive, positive, the result is going to be negative because it's a reverse of the second one. This is the first one, second, this is third. The fourth one, if you have negative, and then you multiply by another negative, the result is positive. Okay, so all these, number 1, number 2, and number 3 can be shown on a number line. But this one here, number 4, cannot. Okay, this one here cannot be performed on a number line. We cannot. So we will use this law. We use the law to perform this. But we can perform the rest of them. The rest of this can be performed on a number line. But this one is impossible. Now, we are going to start with this. That as now we know this is what we call law of signs. These are signs. If we have a positive integer times a positive integer, we get a positive result. If we have a positive integer, negative integer, we get this negative. Same to negative times positive, we get negative. But negative times negative, we get positive. There is no way by now I can show you this on a number line. But that does not mean stop looking. No, go on looking. We have a lot of sources. You can also try to explore yourself. Use the knowledge, and then see if you can do this on a number line. If you can do this on a number line. But for me, at the moment, I say cannot be performed on a number line. Okay, now let us look at this. Suppose we want to perform 2 times 3. Okay, so we said if it is something like this, now it means this one is positive and the other one is also positive. So this is a positive times positive. It takes the first scenario. So we want to perform that on a number line. We know here that the answer is 6, isn't it? So we can decide that we have groups of 2 3 times, or we have groups of 3 2 times, all right? Because 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2, right? So we can have groups of 2 3 times, or groups of 3 2 times. So on a number line, this is like this. You can draw this. This is our number line, and put this, calibrate it. Dealing with positive, so 0 there, negative 1 there to lead us. This is 1 2 3 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we decide that we have groups of 2, I'm going to have another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said I'm going to have another line here. I'm going to have another line here. This is the second line. As usual, from here 0, -1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So suppose this first line represents this one here. So I'm going to use this. Two groups, I mean 2 3 times. So you move here, you move from here to here. So those are 2 steps. Again, other 2 steps. Again, other 2 steps. So you have the first one, the second, the third one. So you land on 6. So 6 is your answer. And this is 2, and this is another 2. This is another 2. So we go to 6. So this is how we can show on a number line. But if you have groups of 3, or if we have groups of 3, you move group of 3 twice, starting from 0. So this is 0, and this is 3. Another one, it goes to 6. So you're going to have the first and then the second. So this is where you land. You still have 6. So 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2, and it is equal to 6 here, you can see. And we have shown it here on the number line. It is 6 in both cases. It is 6. So you can either have groups of 2 3 times, or you can have groups of 3 2 times. That's how we can show it on a number line. This is for positive. All right. Okay, let us look at multiplication of negative number and positive number, or positive number and negative number. For example, if you want to multiply -2 times 3, -2 times 3, this is the same as 3 times -2. All right, so these are the same, and the answer here we know it is -6. So you see, this is a multiplication of positive and negative and positive, or positive and negative. And we saw in the laws that negative times positive is negative, and positive times negative is also negative. So the result is negative. It is negative. That's why we have -6 here. So this is the same as having groups of 3 twice in the opposite direction. So it is having groups of 3 twice in the opposite direction. Or it is the same as having groups of 2 3 times in the opposite direction. So groups of 2 3 times in the opposite direction. So this on a number line will show it like this. The first scenario is groups of 2 in the opposite direction 3 times. So we are going to show this here. This is 0, this is 1, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mind you, it continues endless. -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. So here it is a group of 2 in the opposite direction 3 times. So group of 2 in the opposite direction means in the negative direction, because we're having negative here. That's what it means by opposite. It's the opposite of counting numbers. So it is from here to here. So 3 times. Again another group of 2, and again another group of 2. So what do you get? You get 1 time, second time, 3 times. So you end there. So this is negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. So total you have negative 6, which is here. So in the second scenario, is the same as having groups of 3 times 2 in the opposite direction. So it is the same as having groups of 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, 2, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. So groups of 3. So this is a group of 3 and another group of 3 in the opposite direction, in this direction. Groups of 3 twice in the opposite direction. So you're going this way and this way. So you land here. You land on 6 negative. So this is what we have. So in both cases we have negative 6. This is how we can perform. We can perform multiplication of positive integers and positive and negative, or negative and positive integers on a number line. Perform the multiplication of negative and negative is quite difficult in the I said I cannot say it's possible by now, but I said you got to try. You got to go through different sources and see if you can, and then if you find it, please share with me. Please share with me here. Please share with me. Yeah. It is better. This means a lot to share. Thank you. And please, if you don't understand, go through once again. Ask your friend, ask your teacher, and if you cannot, please, as usual, contact me. I'm available. And I really like to share ideas. Thank you for watching, and please let us meet in another tutorial.